buzzing noise. It's annoying. The Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy here, round number 3, race number 2 of the week. This is going to be very, very interesting indeed. As you can see, a bit of fog clearing the circuit for the moment, but hopefully that fog will clear. Let's send it now down to the pit lane to get a pit lane update.
In the Formula Regional Middle East Trophy, after a lights to flying victory from Tato Kato, can he do it again? Well, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for him because he'll start a little bit further back than he'd like to. We look forward to what will happen in the second race.
Indeed, let's see what will happen in the second race here this afternoon. Round number 3 of race number 2 here this weekend. Let's see what happens as we take a look at the track map for this weekend. We're racing at the Dubai Autodrome. For some reason, the audio is a little bit scruffy at the moment. So 16 corners, 5,390 metres from start point to end point. And it's 348 metres from, so 5,390 metres lap length overall, 16 corners. And start point to end point distance is 348 metres. I don't know why I struggled with that so badly, but I did.
In not this race.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. This is round number 3, race number 2 of the championship. This is race number 2 of round number 3 for the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy. Let's send it now down to the grid as the cars make their way out onto the grid.
He's the cousin of Asafa Powell, He's second in the Formula 4 Middle East Championship in 25 last year. 3 wins in Formula 4 Italy and Euro 4. 25 he raced in, and he grew up in Trinidad. Great to see him here, not just starting race 3 from pole position, but he'll actually start this race from pole position as well. But it's not going to be an easy run down towards the first corner, because alongside him, Salim Hanna, the Colombian, being mentored by Juan Pablo Montoya, who you can see around the paddock area from time to time here, of course, chatting with Salim and giving him advice on where he can take the lines and where he can save some time as well, and how to get everything up to temperature. Great mentor to have as well, the likes of Juan Pablo Montoya, the former Formula 1 race winner, and of course NASCAR star as well. Also a lot of endurance racing in the United States, and of course an IndyCar champ as well. With Juan Pablo Montoya, but now he's focusing attention, of course, on the young Salim Hanna, who we have racing with here. He won races in Formula 4 GB, also raced in F4 Italy, Euro 4 and Formula 4 Middle East here last season, and also the Formula Trophy UAE in December 2024. So Salim Hanna has been racing in the region for quite some time here, as the driver of that number 88, racing here for Mumbai Falcons, and he will of course share that front row of the grid. Now both of them are rookies, so similar to what we had in the UA4 series, we'll have 2 rookies on the sharp end of the grid here. Then on the third row of the grid, Jan Chirurski will start alongside Alex Dinovic in the 8 and the number 2. So Jan, of course, for RPM here, third in F4 in Spain in 2025. Second in WC 25 as well. So a lot of racing activities for the Polish driver when he was racing last year, and of course racing the CIK FIA in 21 and 23 for Tony Kart, and another rookie there inside our top 3. It's almost identical actually to the UE4 series. Actually it is. We had 3 rookies in the top 3 positions, and we have top 3 rookies in the top 3 positions once again here. But Alex Powell will start from pole position for Pinnacle Motorsport, as he will do in our second race later on today. So 2 pole positions here for this young American driver here. Of course, raced with us, in the Formula 4 Middle East Championship last season, so he's got plenty of experience racing around here in the United Arab Emirates and surrounding region as well. And he'll line up alongside another driver who has a lot of experience here in the United Arab Emirates, Salim Hanna, the Colombian for Mumbai Falcons, as you said before, mentored by Juan Pablo Montoya, who is no doubt in the pit area at the moment. We'll be chatting with his driver throughout the race as well to offer some last-minute insights here to ensure that he's victorious come the end of the race. He's got the preferred line, gets you going down towards turn 1. If he gets the jump absolutely timed it to perfection down towards turn 1, it could be a race victory for him, because that's what we saw in our race earlier today in the UE4 Series. It was the man who sat in second position that was out in front and took the race win at the end of the race. It's 28 minutes plus 1 lap, and this man here will also be looking for a race victory here today. Jan Szarowski from Poland there will start alongside Alex Ninovic, who we'll get to in a few moments' time. And of course, the Polish driver, as I said, third in F4 Spain 2025 last season. So a great run from him, trying to replicate the same success here in the Formula Regional Middle East Trophy. Then alongside him, as you said, Alex Ninovic in the number 2 machine for Trident Motorsport. Rodin Motorsport, excuse me. He was the GB3 champion in 2025, second in British F4 2 years ago in 2024, and is a 2-time Australian karting champion is Alex Ninovic there. Chi Chen-Ryu will start on the third row of the grid in 5th position behind the wheel of the 28 for CL Motorsport. F4 Italy winner for Prema in 25, raced in Euro 4 and Formula 4 Middle East Championship for Prema as well in previous seasons. Well, actually last year he raced for them. Then alongside Chi Chen-Ryu is Emanuele Oliveri, the Brazilian in the 73. He will start 6th position here for RA's GP. He was the Formula 4 Middle East champion in 25, and he raced, of course, in F4 Italy, Euro 4 and FWS 25. A very, very busy season there for the young Brazilian. Then we have Yuki Sano. Very quick in qualifying was Yuki Sano, and started to pick up the pace in our first race yesterday. Did the Japanese driver, of course, second in Super Formula
I started early.
Super GT debut last year as well. Raced in Macau at the Macau Grand Prix, finishing 9th last year as well in 2025. Alongside him, Kian Nakamura Berta would be on the row behind him, because it's Maximilian Popov actually who will line up alongside him on the 4th row of the grid in 8th position. The man in the number 3 car there for Trident Motorsport, racing in F4 Italy and the Euro 4 series in 25 for Van Amersfoort. And 24 for PHM AIX Racing, also had a win in F4 in 2024 as well. Rashid Al Bahari, the local star here from Abu Dhabi itself, just 120 kilometres down the road, or 100 if you get to the border, in the 71, finishing just outside the podium, but is wants to go strong here again, because it's his home turf for him. He wants to be the man on the top step of the podium, and of course Al Bahari has raced a number of times, not just here in the United Arab Emirates, but of course in Macau as well, has Al Bahari. Then behind him will be, alongside him first is Kian Nakamura Berta, the man that finished 3rd overall yesterday, and was our top place rookie as well in the 51. He will start from the 5th row of the grid in 10th position. Kian Nakamura Berta has plenty of experience racing here.
Sorry, didn't mean
also
to.
a Williams driver as well, raced in F4 Italy and the Euro 4 champ in 25. Is the man from London. Then we have Alexander Abkazaba. He finished 2nd yesterday. Was not too happy with his race result. He thought he definitely had the pace to be out in front, but it just didn't go his way there towards the end. And Abkazaba, of course, a Euro Cup 3 racing there for MP Motorsport in 2025.
Look, I'll count you as on time. You were on time, technically. I started like 10 minutes early.
23. Then our race winner from yesterday, our pole sitter, Taido Kato, has to start all the way back in 12th position on Roman number 6 in that 89 for ART Grand Prix. Raced in Macau, he raced in Formula Regional right here in the Middle East as well for ART in 25. Raced in France, he was the champion as well in 24, so we know he certainly has the pace there. Then we go down to row number 7, Francisco Maciado.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. Think about it.
13th position on row number 7. A great running from him, and then alongside him, André Dupe in the 67 on row number 7, starting from 14th is André Dupe for G4 Racing, raced in F4
I don't get it.
and Euro 4.
I don't get it.
Also, that was last year for Prema in 2025.
I've got one thing, but I
WS
don't
as
think
well.
that's
As we continue our way through the grid here, Kabir Anurag here, the Indian driver from racing in the number 19
I can't think of anything.
ART. He starts in 15th position here. And actually, sorry, I got that wrong. He's actually Singaporean here. F4 Italy, Euro F4, FWS for US Racing in 24 and 25. The Formula Trophy winner here in the United Arab Emirates all the way back in 24. And of course, is part of the Alpine Junior Academy. He lines up alongside Jules Rossel in that.
I'll be on commentary once the cars get off.
16th position.
I'm gonna delete this after
Jules Rossel is well, he's starting, as we said, on the 8th row of the grid for G4 Racing in 24. So big improvements there from him.
I don't get it.
As his racing career is the full Grand Prix circuit configuration at the Yas Marina circuit. So can he do it again? Well, he is not the highest placed rookie when it comes to starting this race. It actually goes the way of Alex Powell, our pole sitter for both the races here today, race 2 and race 3. But it's the man that sits in.
I'll start commentating once cars get off the grid.
UAF4, the UA4 series earlier today, it was the man that started in second that got.
I feel like I have a feeling what you're talking about, but I'm not going to mention it live.
The exact same thing as Christian Costoya did in our earlier race. We'll have to wait and find out. So
the grid now lined up, and we're about to get the formation lap underway for round number 3, race number 2. I have a feeling I know. If it starts with a D, I know what you're talking about. If it starts with a D, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The cars now make their way off the grid, and now it's going to be that important phase of the formation lap where you really have to try and get the tyres and brakes up to temperature. Here, of course, if you would like, lol, I don't know how I'm going to sleep, but I don't know how late I'm gonna be on, by the way, because I was already asleep, but I can't sleep. Oh, so you were asleep but you couldn't sleep, huh? Also, if you would like to catch on along with the stream here and watch what I'm watching, or commentating as I'd say, just ask me and I will give you the channel name and you can link up and join me in this race. But yeah, race number 2 of round number 3 of the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy here tonight. Should be a very interesting race here with Taito Kato winning in race number 1. But now we're about to get the race underway, and I think we might get the grid. And yes, we certainly do. It's Alex Powell on the front row of the grid. Alongside him is Salim Hanna. Then Jan Perezowski in P3 and Alex Ninovich in P4. Zenral Chi in position 5. And Emmanuel Olivieri, then Yuki Sano and Maximilian Popov. And Rashid Al-Tahiri and Kinaka Morberta, or as you call him, K and B. Alexander Abkazava and Taito Kato, who won race number 1. Francisco Medico and Andrea Dup. Then Kabir Anurag and Jules Rossel. Then Dion Gowda and Maxime Rem. Kai Darianani and Reno Franca. We then have Andrea Kostic and Miguel Ethel Acosta. Dion Frey. And then we have Felben Neto, August Raber, Gagachi and Artem Severukem in position 28 on the grid. Jesse Carrasquedo and Reza Severukem, Giovanni Maschio and Sebastian Weldon lining up in position 31 on the grid for race number 2 here today. Alex Powell, a very good chance to take a win here this afternoon for race number 2. See what happens He's got a few tough competitors alongside him. For example, Salim Hanna will be challenging him into turn number 1. But Alex Powell just has to keep a cool head in the first couple of opening laps of the race. We will see what happens, though, as the cars now weave left and weaving right as they try and get as much temperature into the tyres as possible. If it's early in the morning, or even if it's late in the afternoon, what a way to spend an afternoon listening to me talk. Absolutely amazing. Sebastian Weldon, though, he's lining up the back of the grid. Expect him once more to make his way through the grid, of course, in race number 1. Sadly retired out of the race late in the books of race number 1 with about 15 minutes to go. So he made his way through the grid, got up to about P14, and the car, sadly, he got run into the back of by Jesse Carrasquedo. And that was it for Sebastian Weldon. And that's all the book wrote. The green flag at the back of the grid. We've got 5 red lights. And the lights go out and we go racing here for the Formula Regional Middle Eastern track. It's a good start from Alex Powell, who cuts across into turn number 1. Now making their run into turn number 1, and it's Alex Powell who's absolutely been stonked off the line. Christian O around the outside and looking for a move. It's not going to happen. The cars now make their run into turn number 1. Yeah, it's a good start. Contact in the background. It's Alex Ninovic who's been caught up in it. Alex Ninovic is around. Yep, and the rookie leader as well, Alex Powell, leads out in front. Salimano, Jen Perezowski, and I think it was Alex Ninovic who was around in the background. I could be wrong, but it looked like one of the RSGP cars that was around, and it looked to be Alex Ninovic. But I don't think it was, because our timing screens have not updated here. So I wonder who that was in the background. The team there in the background, I'm not very happy with that. But so far, so good. Alex Powell leads out in front, and that is the damage, and there will be a safety car. So there's the damage to one of the RSGP cars down there. And that will be a safety car that will be brought out here in race number 2. And that is quite unfortunate. Unlike Sebastian Weldon, that car is not able to move. Sebastian Weldon was able to get back to the pit lane in race number 1 whilst on 3 wheels. Surprising, yes. But that's quite unfortunate there. So safety car has been deployed with big rear left suspension damage on the back end of that RSGP car. I have water with me. RIP. RIP indeed. 26 minutes and 12 seconds to go here. And I reckon it'll probably be about 5-10 minutes under safety car here, ladies and gentlemen, before we go back to racing. Five, 10 minutes before we go back to green flag. Good point. Good point. I might go get some water. I might go get some water. I'm going to hand it up to the world feed.
Sitting in 3rd position. Alex Powell pulsed it down to 4th. Chichen Ru is 5th with Yuki Sano up into 6th position. Reginol is 7th. Ki Nakamura Berta is 8th. Alexander Abkizawa is 9th. And our winner yesterday, Taito Kato, for ART Grand Prix, sits in 10th position. Maximilian Popov has been dropped all the way down to 11th position after starting 8th on the grid. Andre Dupe, is up now into 12th position. Francisco Maciado up into 13th. Kabir Anurag is 14th. Maxime Rem is 15th. Kai Dariani is 16th. Jules Rossel down into 17th position. Rina Francot is 18th. Nicolas Costa sits in 19th. The rally out the top 20 is Ina Dionfrey. And then we have Fu Yu Hao in 21st. Andrea Kostic in 22nd. And here is a replay of the start of the race here. So it's a good start there. Watch that car there, number 88 on the left-hand side. Doesn't get that early run, but because Alex Powell tried to cut the nose off him, he was moving sideways, which is allowing Alex Powell to drop back and Salim Hanna to go through. But it was Alex Ninovic who went all the way around the outside and could have caught those two out there, specifically Alex Powell, because when you go down towards the first corner, do you really expect someone to go around the outside like that? And no one really expected Ninovic to do so. So he's now running in second position here is the man that ran in GB3.
Okay, so I'm going to go shower. Is Alex Ninovich Canadian? No, he's Australian. So the commentator it's actually Alex Ninovich, it's not Alex Ninovic. For some reason he's calling him that. I don't know why. But yeah, so I'm gonna go shower. I'll be back in probably 10 minutes or so. Probably 5-10 minutes.
Contact there, you can see it. The two cars there that are battling for 5th position. One of them being Emanuele Olivieri, who unfortunately has been bumped all the way down the order. Now, I wonder who got collected up with that as well. As there goes the contact there, just through turn 2. Just not enough room for 2 of the Formula Regional Middle East trophies there to take the same racing line. So unfortunately, that means the Brazilian has been bumped all the way down the order. The safety car will come in on this lap here for the second race, and in the first restart about to get underway. The lights have been extinguished on top of the BMW safety car, and it'll be Salim Hanna who controls this field ahead of Alex Ninovic, and then Jan Shirovsky sitting in 3rd place. So Ninovic will be trying to stay as close to Salim as much as possible, and he want to try, but Hanna will be wanting to back Ninovic into the front bumper of Shirovsky when it comes to the start of the race here. Now, we're working our way through turn 14. It's turn 15. The exit there is when they'll push the accelerator to the floor, and they'll accelerate through the final corners. And it's not a gap that Salim Hanna would like to have, but he's going to try and extend it through turn 16 now, but Ninovic has stayed with him. And Shirovsky is also staying in close proximity as well, because he would like to be on the top step of the podium. Out of the 3 here, it is only the Ninovic number 2 that has been on the top step of the podium so far in this series in the Formula Regional Middle East Trophy. That was at the Yas Arena circuit 1 week ago. He would like to repeat that success, but of course Salim Hanna and Shirovsky would also like to be on the top step of the podium. Now, is that Alex Powell under pressure now from Chichenru? It certainly looks that way. The Pinnacle Motorsport driver 41 under pressure from the CL Motorsport number 28 as on the restart here. Powell will stay in front for the time being. Our highest placed rookie, Salim Hanna. Then it is Shirovsky, who's currently sat in 3rd position, with Alex Powell running in 4th at the moment. And those are your top 3 rookies here at the Dubai Auto in round 3, race 2 of the Formula Regional Middle East Trophy. Down the back straight we are here for the on the restart. It is the Mumbai Falcons Racing Limited that leads by 6/10 of a second at the line. We'll get a much closer picture of how close that gap is. And the top 3 now starting to break away. There's Alex Powell under pressure from Chichenru, but it looked like Rashid Al-Daheri look on the inside of Yuki Sano down towards turn 10. Now, has he made that move stick? Or is Yuki Sano still battling through there? Let's see where Rashid Al-Daheri's car is when he comes through our pictures here. The 71 machine. It does look like he may have got through. Or is he still just ahead of Team Nakamura Berta there for the Mumbai Falcons Racing Limited number 51? As it looks like Salim Hanna trying to extend that gap that he has between Ninovic, and these 3 now breaking away from the battle. And it looks like Rashid Al-Daheri not gone through just yet. Well, he's still got Team Nakamura Berta all over him at the moment. He's trying to find a way past Yuki Sano. What about through turn 16? Diving on the inside is Rashid Al-Daheri, takes that position away, but no space for Team Nakamura Berta to do the same thing. But Yuki Sano doesn't want to give up this position whatsoever. He wants that position back here as well, and that is contact between the 2 of them. And unfortunately, Yuki Sano is the one that has that damage on the right-hand side of the vehicle, as Rashid Al-Daheri managed to escape all of that. Now, will this be another safety car? I presume so, because there's no way that car will be able to be taken behind the wall under its own steam. But luckily for the marshals, it's very close to the gate on the grid, so that car should be easily recoverable. We'll have a close eye now if the safety car is being deployed. Nothing on our screens just yet. 7/10 of a second, though, between Ninovic and Salim Hanna at the moment, and the safety car has been deployed. The safety car is back out. The field will be neutralised. Yellow flags will once again wave around the circuit. And there, unfortunately, for Yuki Sano, who is battling with Rashid Al-Daheri for 5th position. And unfortunately, those are 2 teammates that have come together. for RACE So that's going to be an interesting conversation later on. It moves Reginol Lahiri, though, up into 5th place. The Mumbai Falcons Racing Limited Salem Hanna currently leads this race by 7/10 of a second over Ninovic. But now that will change. That gap will come right back down. And once again, the Mumbai Falcons Racing Limited number 88 will have to back the number 2 from Rodin Motorsport into the Polish driver of Jan Szydorski into each other there, within reason, of course, as well. Leading rookie Salem Hanna still here at the Dubai Drome. Out in front in the 88 is the Colombian ahead of the Rodin Motorsport Alex Ninovic. Then we have Jan Szydorski, who sits in 3rd position overall at the moment and is the 2nd highest placed rookie. Shi Jianru, the 2nd highest placed rookie. Shi Jianru sits in 4th with Reginol Lahiri behind him. Keen Nakamura Bert, after starting 10th on the grid, now sits in 6th position. Alexander Abgazawa will sit in 7th place. André Dupe will be in 8th. Maxime Popov will be 9th. And Teddy Kato, our race 1 winner, will be in 10th position, that final point scoring position. You saw a brief shot there of the 41, and that is not good news there for our pole sitter, and also our pole sitter there for our 3rd race. Alex Powell for Pinnacle Motorsport has stopped on track, being shown as 29th, because of course he was much further up the order, because he should have been 4th when they came across the line during this safety car period. So the recovery underway here for the car that is currently on track. That, of course, is Yuki Sano on the front straightaway here. That is the number 12 machine, who was battling with his teammate for 5th position. And, of course, the recovery effort underway on the start-finish line. So all of the cars are directed through pit lane here, behind the safety car. Now, we're getting a replay, and is this the replay between Reginol Lahiri and Yuki Sano? Indeed it is, and unfortunately just a little bit close to the barrier there was Yuki Sano, and that is the result of the contact there. And here it is again, so you can see the two really battling hard here, and unfortunately just goes out of shot with the start gantry getting in our way there to see the contact for Yuki Sano, but unfortunately hits the wall and race over there for the young Japanese driver. There's a great battle, and there is Alex Powell as well, who has gotten out of his car. He was the pole sitter earlier today. He's the pole sitter as well for race number 3 of round 3. So hopefully the team can get that car into their paddock area as soon as possible, into their garage, to sort out anything that might need to be sorted out on that vehicle. So it is Salem Hanna who leads here. It says it's 3.7 seconds between them at the rounds at the top 5. Keen Nakamura Berta, our winning rookie from yesterday. And of course, the man that stood on the third, Francisco Maciado, is 9th. André Dupe. Maxime Rem for Rodin Motorsport sits in 12th position. Kabir Anurag for
Still
Grand Prix
under safety
sits
car.
13th. Was tried at Motorsports. Kai Dariani in the 87th, 14th. G4 Racing, Jules Orsel.
Still under safety car.
15th position. And then it is
Kidding me?
Dion Frey sitting 16th for CL Motorsport with teammate Remo Francot behind. Then Miguel Angel Costa for RPM sitting in 18th. For Yohao is 19th, and Goya Kostic for Trident Motorsport sitting in 20th. August Raber, who races in the UAE here, of Swedish descent, but of course lives in the United Arab Emirates. 3 wins in British F4 in 2025, and of course raced in the Formula 4 GB in 24 and Formula Trophy in the United Arab Emirates. Also raced the Golf 12 Hour last year as well, so a very busy man last year. Then we have the Rodin Motorsport number 4 in 22nd, Giovanni Mascio for RPM in 23rd. Artem Sorokin for G4 Racing is in 24th.
I didn't even notice that.
Sebastian Weldon is 25th. Jesse Carrasquedo Jr. sits in 26th position, and Alicia Feldman Neto sits 27th for MP Motorsport there. But out front, Salem Hanna being mentored by Juan Pablo Montoya. He's had wins in Formula 4 GB in 2025. He's raced in Formula 4 Italy, Euro 4, Formula 4 Middle East Championship as well, all in 25.
Okay, I'm back. Are we still under safety car? Hello, Edwin. Welcome in. Hello. Adam, are we still under safety car? Have we been under safety car this whole time, I'm guessing? because it was literally suspension damage from a car. I don't know how they've taken that long to recover it. Travis, after your shower, you look like a 28-year-old. Thank you. We've been on a safety car this whole time. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, what's happened? Okay, we're going through the pit lane. Now, has there been an incident on the front straight? Was there a second incident? Was there a separate incident? Oh, so flipping heck. Okay, so now that answers my question. We could be on a safety car here, ladies and gentlemen, for a while, if there has been a separate incident here. Oh, so there's a barrier damage. Was there been a big crash on the front straight? So Sano and Alex Powell have both been involved in an incident there. That's okay. What time are you at? I got ads. Oh, okay. 32 minutes. I don't know why I laughed at that. 32 minutes and 45 seconds. So, was there a... Did we go back to racing and then was there an incident on the front straight? Is that why we are under safety car? Okay, so there's... Okay. Also, Harrison, I will get some... That message that you sent me about those thumbnails, I will take those, please. I don't know, I think I was, like, super far behind. Okay, that would explain that. That would explain that. Yeah. So, 11 minutes to go. I think we could be on a safety car for probably another lap or so, depending on when race control think it is safe to go racing again. Of course, this weekend they were on a tight schedule with the Asian Le Mans series here, so I'm not sure if we will get the full 10 minutes of racing. Do you want them now? Yes, please, if possible. If possible, I will have them now. I will have them now, if possible. Yeah, 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Of course, if you would like to link up, can I get Adam? Adam, can you please link the what you're watching in the chat, please? Safety car is in this lap. So what we're watching right now, Adam, can you please link that in the chat? If you get the chance. If you don't, then that's fine. Yeah, safety car is in this lap, and we will get 9 minutes and 55 seconds of racing. And thank you, Harrison, for sending those, by the way. Okay, Jack Smith. Oh, very good. Going back to green flag racing here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go back to green flag racing, and we've got 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go for the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy. It's a good start from that is Salim Han. No, that is not Salim Hanna. I wonder who that is. But yes, so good start so far. And I can't even pin that. Oh well. Can I pin that, please? No? Won't let me pin it? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna... Harrison, stop spamming me. Stop spamming me. So yeah, Salim Hanna leads out in front of Alex Ninovich, and it seems like Salim Hanna has taken the lead of the Grand Prix. Alex Ninovich and Jan Prowazowski side by side on the exit in our turn number 3. Here, Prowazowski keeping his foot in. And they still planted to the floor as they make the run now into the braking zone. It's a good start. Rashid Al-Dahiri now at the inside of Zenru Chi. Can he get the move done? Looks like he possibly could be on the exit. No, he can't. Of course, this is practically the first few laps that these drivers, I would think, that they've done since the start of the race. So not much chance to get a rhythm here, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta go by. All good. See you later, Harrison. See you later. See you later. What time are you at, stupid ads? 35 minutes and 36 minutes, 10 seconds. As now up the inside goes one of the RSGP cars, and the one by Falcon as well. And behind, Ki Nakamura Berta battling with, I think that was Abkazava or Maximilian Popov. Meanwhile, this battle continues as out the Heron shoots it and looks up the inside. I think that was up the inside. Close to it, though. On the back now, Zenru Chi. Off the road, goes up a car in the background. And kicking up dust in the process. Another car slightly off the road. As well in the background. Cars make their run through the banking. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Salimana continues to lead out in front. Head of the rookies. And then Jan Perozovsky, second rookies in position 3. And let's do see a board flashing there. I don't know if that is an indication for a safety car. No, it isn't. No, it is not an indication for a safety car here. But I think that is a black and orange flag being shown to a driver further back down the grid. We've got Yuki Sato, Alex Powell, Olivier Gagachi, and Dion Gowder out of this race. That is, what, 4 cars out of this race in 15 minutes. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Up the inside, one of the RSGP cars up the curb and being forced off the road there. Anurag and Kai Damiani. P11 and P12 of this battle. Car into the pit lane. One of the Rotor Motorsport team now go to work on what I would think to be Artem Severukin out of this race. Now as he pulls into the pit lane, Artem Severukin quite unfortunately out. With 6 minutes 30 seconds remaining left here in this race. There's a big move up the inside as drivers squabble for position. Being slightly forced wide contact, and I think it was with Sebastian Weldon as well. Sebastian Weldon has been caught up in more contact in this race. Now, I can tell it's not Ken Nakamura Berta, I wouldn't think, because, no, it isn't. It is not Ken Nakamura Berta that's been caught up in that. It is Sebastian Weldon who's been caught up in more contact, and he was up in P15. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. I think that was Sebastian Weldon. I could be wrong. Did seem like it. As around. Oh, is that Kyan Arag around in the background? Just still side by side with one of the Rotor Motorsport cars being squeezed wide. And now looking for another move up the inside. Not going to happen. So that was not Kyan Arag that was around. I wonder who it was though. Ken Nakamura Berta just disappeared. So has Ken Nakamura Berta spun here? Don't think he has. It's a bit of a squeeze going on here with one of the Rotor Motorsport cars. That's Kyan Arag. This is Maxim Rem, Kyan Arag, and Kai Damiani battling for 11th, 12th, and 13th on the grid. With less than 5 minutes to go in the race. Up the insides goes one of them up by Falcons. And I don't know why, but Ken Nakamura Berta has completely disappeared off our screens. I think it was Ken Nakamura Berta that spun. So it was not Sebastian Weldon that spun. It was Ken Nakamura Berta that spun. So he's dropped off our timing screens now. And Ken Nakamura Berta is out of this race. Now, how contentious could that be for the championship up the inside? Again, Kyan Arag looking for a big move on the front of Maxim Rem. Yeah, he really wants to get by here. He knows how much pressure is on to be able to get by in the early stage of this race. It is quite important for the competitors here to try and make as many moves possible. Of course, maximum points here in race number 2. 25 points for a race win. Salimana is on to do that. 3 minutes 45 seconds remaining on the clock. And the clock is ticking down here for Salimana. He's actually pulling away quite nicely. 1.4 seconds the gap. Yeah, he's got a comfortable margin in hand. Does our race leader. 3 minutes 25 seconds to go. I reckon we'll get another 5 laps possibly of racing. The cars cross the line once more. So not only if Salimana was to win this race, not only would it be an overall win, it would be a rookie win as well. Of course, 2 championships inside a championship with the main drivers. And then, of course, we've got the rookies coming into 2026. Which most of the drivers, when you think of them, Salimana, Praranzowski, and you think of Popov, Dup. You've also got King Nakama Roberto, who's down the grid quite unfortunately after spinning just a few moments ago. You think of those guys, and you wouldn't think that they're rookies, especially coming into this championship. With their experience in F4, of course, new championship means you are technically classified as a rookie. Around the outside now goes, I think this is Maxime Rem, battling with Andrea Dup. Dup goes for the switchback. Maxime Rem covers it. Side by side on the exit, now into the hairpin. Who's going to be later on the brakes? It might be Maxime Rem. As they hit the braking zone and straddling the curb on the exit. It was Kai Darianani that this battle is with. I could be wrong. So this is Abkazava and Popov. Abkazava now looking up the inside. More ads time, please, bro. 42 minutes and 27 seconds. Probably go a bit further than that, to be honest. Kayanrag pushing off the road in the background as well. Bit of contact being made. Kayanrag off the road. This is all hectic here, and I can barely keep up here, ladies and gentlemen. I can barely keep up. This is further on back down the grids. Kayanrag once more off the road, and I think he's just pulled out in front as well. So this might be... It's going to be an interesting battle to the end for the competitors. 1 minute 25 seconds to go. Slight lock up there in the front of the pack. Who was in front? That is Maxime Rem having a slight lock up there in front. 73 seconds to go. We could get another 2 laps possibly remaining in this race. Of course, we probably... Yeah, only probably 2 more laps left in the race. We've got 6 cars out of this race. 6 cars is not a number you like to hear every day of the week. Not much racing going on for the competitors here today with just less than 30 seconds to go. Most of the time under safety car. Is 6 cars being out a lot? Yes, it is quite a bit in this championship. Now make that 7. Medico out of this race now. And I think Maschio as well. That's nearly 8 cars out of this race. It is a bit less than a quarter of this grid out. Quite a few cars out of the race. Quite unfortunately. And one of them, a big title contender, King Nakama Roberto. This could go down in a huge way in the championship, losing 25, well, what would be to his championship rival of Rashid Al-Dahiri. He will lose nearly 12 points to his championship rival. Welcome back in, Harrison. Final lap now, Salimana. What a way. Can I get the money to buy the house and then I'll be there? What? Okay, you're weird. Last lap of the race, Salimana, the rookie driver coming into this championship. Adam is... Adam, I'm as confused as what you are. That boy has got some... he's interesting. He's interesting, let me tell you that much. He's even weirder when I'm recording videos. Lord have mercy. Salimana now on the exit, getting the power down for what will be the final time in race number 2 of the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Championship, or as you'd say it, Frept. I'm not even going to try and say that. Flippin' heck. Salimana now into the braking zone. How so? Oh, don't even. Don't even. Just go watch my latest video and you'll see why. As, like, there was a point in the video where, like, I was editing it. Now, of course, I pre-record every single one of my videos. And this video was from, like, nearly a month ago. It was Fall Guys in Fortnite. and he said some weird stuff. Yeah, some weird stuff was said. Actually, it was from both of them. There was some weird stuff being said, so. Salim Hunter now making his run through the penultimate couple of corners. And will now make his run now down to the line. Salim Hunter into the braking zone. And now, for Mumbai Falcons, they will extend their lead in the Constructors' Championship. It is Salim Hunter who wins race number 2 of the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy. What a race. Wasn't very action-packed. Well, it was. 2 safety cars. Salim Hunter, Alex Ninovic in position 2, scoring more, banking more points. And Peranzowski on the podium as well. Kai Anurag there in the background being pushed off the road, but he crossed the line. He will finish in P12 on the grids. What a race. And for about a good chunk of it, I was not here. So, the one race that is somewhat interesting, I miss. Very good. And it's all because I have to shower. But yeah, Salim Hunter, he wins here in race number 2 of the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy. We'll get some highlights for you in a few moments' time. But what a race. Jan Perazowski as well on the podium. Now, not only did Salim Hunter win overall, but he won in the rookie category as well. So that's practically double the trophies and double the champagne that gets to be sprayed on the podium. For some of these drivers, it probably won't be champagne. It will be probably sparkling water, more or less. W commentating, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. What a race it's been. And we're now going to come down to the final 4 races of this championship. Coming down to the final 4 couple of races. It should be very interesting when we hit to the final round. Salim Hunter, Alex Ninovic, Jen Perazowski, your podium runners. And Zenrud Chi, Maximilian Popov, the Jamaican driver, Rashid Al Tahiri, championship leader. Andre Tup, Ad Kazava, Maxim Rem, and Kabir Anurag in position 10. But yeah, our championship leader scored 8 points this race, so consistently scoring good points for the RSGP team. Mumbai Falcon doing a very good job as well. Taito Kato, Enya Frey, Reno Franco, Russell Costa, Yao, Sebastian Weldon, Reba, Severukin, Neto, Maschio, and we've got Madiko, Kinakamo Berta, quite unfortunately, out of this race, and Gatti and Dion Gowda, which just rounds out 3 of the 8 or 9 drivers that were out of the Grand Prix. What a race. What a race it has been. The competitors pull their way back into the pits. And up next, if you would like to watch it, up next on the track schedule that was, of course this was streamed like 10 days ago, so I'm quite behind. It was the Asian Le Mans series. Go actually check that out. It's multi-class racing. It's quite interesting. It does have a few rules to it, but I would recommend checking it out if it's not too late for people like Adam. I would not recommend it, not at this time. Is the number 88 for Hunter his car number? Yes, it is. But yeah, Salim Hunter. Of course, you do get the number 1 on your car if you do win the championship at the end of the year. You do get the number 1 on the car. But in this instance, it's just a race win. And I think a race win is better than nothing for Salim Hunter. Thanks, bro, thanks for teaching me everything, bro. All good, man. Salim Hunter steps out of the car. And the Mumbai Falcon team will be overly impressed with that one. It's quite a chill race. Not much really happened in that one. If you were watching on with me, you probably would have known that. With 2 safety cars in back-to-back succession, I think. 2 safety cars in back-to-back succession put us with just less than 8 minutes of racing to go. Salim Hunter now. I'm going to watch your new video after this. Thank you, man. Oh, water is so good. Wow. Salim Hunter now will take his helmet off, and the competitors celebrating with Salim Hunter. That is Alex Ninovic, the Australian driver. Won a race early on in the season. Of course, last round he won that. What a race. What a race. It was very much half the race. It's a very interesting one as well. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. It's a very interesting one in terms of action. I want to see what's happened during that safety car period. But yeah, we went racing, and it was a good start. And it was, well, the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Powell, who tried to lead into turn number 1. It didn't happen, did Alex Powell. It was Salim Hunter that did it in the end. The drivers continued to race their way around. Thank you so much, Adam. There was what I thought was Nedovic being spun around. We then saw plenty of action further back, up and down the grids. Cars going 3 and 4 wide as they tried to fight for position. Cars being off the road, and you could just see how much dust is being kicked up in the background. The aerodynamics of this car. One car getting 2 wheels up, off the air. We then went back to, we got a safety car out, and we went back to win flag racing. But this, I think this is the monstrous crash that we saw just a few moments ago, heavily in the barrier. And that would bring out our second safety car, just after 1 lap. It's a huge shunt with the barrier. And quite unfortunately, that took one of the Rotor Motorsport cars, the GR Rotor Motorsport car, out of this race. Alex Powell, our pole position sitter for race number 2, quite unfortunately out. And then we had this, the biggest moment in this race. King Nakamura Berta around. Sebastian Weldon tried to make his way out through the grids. Cars locking up as they missed their braking points as well. But this man was just unstoppable in the end. The man, the myth, the legend, part of Mumbai Falcons, Salim Hunter wins race number 2. He went on to celebrate with his team in the end. Very nicely done. He wins race number 2. So what a race that was. Race number 2 there for the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy. We get a day off the Formula... no, we don't. We're back tomorrow from about the same time that we were the first live stream that we did. So about 4:05 tomorrow. But yeah, we're about to get the podium celebrations underway. I'm going to take this moment to get a glass of water. And yeah, enjoy the podium celebrations, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, they'll be on in a minute. I haven't paused it. They'll be on in a minute. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll wait. Better be. I'll skip it. Oh, come on. That's like 50 seconds. That's 70 seconds. That's 80 seconds. That's 90 seconds. Can you hear that? There we go. The audio's a bit cracky, but I'll be back.
Please welcome Alex Nedovic. And to the top step of the podium in the number 88 machine for Mumbai Falcons Racing Limited, Salim Hunter. And I've also got to call up our Rookie Cup winner as well, which is the man who will stand on the top step of the podium. Give it up 112, which is the man who will stand on the top step of the podium. Give it up one more time for Salim Hunter. And now it's my legend, Mike Manuel from Top Speed to help present the trophies. He will present all 3 trophies here to our winners. She'll first hand over the 3rd place trophy to Jan from RPM.
So, trophies being handed out, and there's Jan Perezowski getting his trophy. And 2nd place there, Alex Nedovic. And the man, the myth, the legend, Salim Hunter, he doesn't get not only 1, but he gets 2 trophies awarded to him. This is the girls from Pirelli there. And the trophies out. drivers now get photos taken before they get to then spray the fizzy here on the top step. The drivers now get to celebrate. And it's going to be, let the fizzy be sprayed for the drivers. They get to celebrate in fine fashion here in the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Trophy. Congrats to all of our competitors here for race number 2. And congrats to Salim Hanna, who has won here in race number 2. What a race for race number 2. We'll be back again tomorrow for race number 3. Thank you to everybody that joined. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you, Edwin. And thank you, Adam, as well. Hopefully, you can all join me back here. Same time as the other stream, about 4:05 local time. I will be changing that because it's already scheduled for 2 days' time. But yeah, that way, that's not true. So yeah, we'll be back for race number 3. I'll reschedule it for tomorrow. But yeah, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow from about the same time the first stream was. So yeah, I'll catch you guys back all here tomorrow. Till then, it's goodbye.